Hello students, I'm glad to see you again. How are you doing? I hope you are doing well. So, let's start our lesson. Look at the screen. The topic of our lesson is Learners read non-fiction books in Kazakh, English and Russian languages for the unit Reading for Pleasure. In this lesson, we are going to read the given text and practice vocabulary, identify the main idea in the text, and make up some sentences to describe people and places. Now students, let's do a brainstorming. Your task is to create the cluster for the word reading. You have some time. Look at your possible answers. Literature, author, knowledge, poet, books, rhyme, vocabulary, pleasure. Let's learn the new words. Be ready with your pen and papers. Follow me, please. Non-fiction, директі, twins, егіздер, бу, сықыру, comedy, комедия, tragedy, трагедия. My dear friends, I'd like to ask you, who is the famous poet of your country? Yes, you are right. He is Abay Kunanbayev. Perfect. And now, my dear friends, let's read the text about famous English poet. He is William Shakespeare. Read the text by skimming. Please be attentive. Later, we will do some tasks according to the text. Now, students, let's watch a short video. Please pay attention to pronunciation.
William Shakespeare was born in 1564 in Stratford-upon-Avon in England. His father John was a glove maker. His mother Mary was a farmer's daughter. He had 2 older sisters, 2 younger sisters, and 3 younger brothers. William probably studied Latin, Greek, and history and left school when he was 14 or 15. 3 years later, he married Anne Hathaway. They had a daughter called Susanna and twins named Judith and Hamnet. Sometime before 1590, he left Stratford and went to London, the capital city of England. London's first theatre opened in 1576. Shakespeare worked in London as an actor and then started writing plays too. In 1593, the plague, a terrible disease, killed thousands of people, and theatres were closed. During this time, William started to write poems instead of plays. His short poems are called sonnets. Shakespeare helped build a new theatre called the Globe. It opened in 1599. It was round and had space for 3,000 people. At the Globe, some people stood in front of the stage and others had seats. The audience shouted, clapped, booed and laughed while they watched plays. Musicians created special noises to make the plays more exciting, and they had a cannon to make big bangs. No women acted in Shakespeare's time. Men and boys played all the parts. Shakespeare wrote comedies with happy endings, like A Midsummer Night's Dream. He wrote tragedies, which had sad endings, like Romeo and Juliet. His history plays are about kings and queens, like Henry V. Shakespeare wrote 38 plays, maybe more. He loved language and invented new words and expressions that we still use today. William became rich and famous. He had houses in London and in Stratford. He died when he was 52 on April the 23rd, 1616. His plays and poetry were very popular 400 years ago, and they are still popular today. People all over the world love his work because he wrote wonderful stories about very interesting people.
After this video, let's do the task. Write the word under the pictures. You should use the words from the box. The first picture is twins, actor, musicians, excellent, boo, clap, theater, play, history, perfect, tragedy, comedy, and the last one is London, excellent. The next task, answer the questions and check yourself. Where did Shakespeare work as an actor? He worked in London, perfect. How many plays did he write? 38, perfect. What tragedies of Shakespeare do you know? Romeo and Juliet, excellent. When was the first theatre in London opened? In 1576. Well done. The first task, make up correct sentences with the following words. You should use the words and write correct sentences. You have some time. And now, check yourself. Number 1. 2 of William Shakespeare's children were twins. Number 2. He invented lots of new English words and expressions. Number 3. The Globe Theatre was round. Number 4. Musicians made special noises to make it more exciting. So students, let's finish our lesson. Today we have read and listened for specific information, identified the main idea in the text, and made up some sentences to describe people and places. That's all for today. I hope you have understood well all the material you have learned. See you next lesson.